What is up? It is Red, the Rideshare Ginger, coming right back at ya. And I am starting my night. Gonna do a few trips and then go take a nap at the bum lot and wait for a premium ride. But someone asked for a video for me to comment on independent contractor versus employee for Uber and Lyft, and I honestly don't quite understand, if you were doing this job now, why you would want to get employee status instead of independent contractor status. I understand the benefits of being an employee. You can get benefits like health insurance, a retirement plan or something to that extent, and a guaranteed wage. But if you're doing this job right now, you're probably doing it because you don't want, and not that you don't want those things, but those things aren't a high priority for you. What's a high priority for you is flexibility, great tax write-offs, a kind of unlimited earning potential. It's not exactly unlimited. I mean, there is a cap at some point. Like, you're not going to earn $70 an hour over 60 hours doing this. So I would say the cap is probably, if you did things very well, consistently, I could see you doing $35 to $40 an hour over a 40-hour work week consistently if you're working the exact right hours and doing it right. So there's a relatively somewhat unlimited earning potential, I could say. But it's not completely unlimited. But that's one of the things that people are looking for doing this job. A lot of that gets taken away, potentially, if you become an employee. No one knows exactly how Uber or Lyft are going to react, but they're going to have to start dishing out a lot more money if we become employees. So don't you think that means they're going to probably try to pay a little bit less, which means probably zero surge pricing, and your guaranteed wage, realistically, wouldn't you think it'd be probably in that $15 an hour range? Somewhere in there, maybe a little bit more to pay out for wear and tear on vehicle. I could see them doing something where they maybe pay out a certain dollar amount per mile that you do on top of a base hourly wage, so it's kind of base plus commission type of thing. They're gonna dictate how many rides you accept. You might have to accept every single ride and not be able to decline anything when you're on the clock. And they may get to dictate exactly what hours you work, or you don't get a job. You got to work 8 to 5. You got to work midnight to midnight. Maybe they probably won't. It'd probably be 8 to 10 hour shifts would be my guess. Some cities have 10-hour restrictions, so they probably go 10 hours and call it a day there and run a few different shifts. We'll see. And then bump up the number of drivers on the weekends or something like that. They would allow probably some part-time drivers because there's higher demand on weekends, so you're going to want some drivers that are only working weekends and things like that, or hire some people that are only working special events, or, you know, some things plus special events type of thing. But there's a good chance you no longer have that flexibility in your schedule, and then additionally, you're going to eliminate that uncapped or unlimited earning potential that's kind of there, and it's going to be capped for the most part, I would imagine, which, you know, is a benefit to Uber. They can dictate and know how much their expenses are going to be on a monthly basis for the most part going forward if this happens for those states that are looking at doing it. But overall, it's not a benefit to Uber or Lyft. They're not happy about it. They're going to have higher expenses because of it if it happens. But I think it's also going to hurt the driver. I don't see how it's going to help drivers. In the sense of the reason why most drivers are at least the reason why I think drivers are doing this. I mean, if you want to have a steady paycheck that is consistent, you know exactly what you're making, you want healthcare and benefits, and you want, I don't know, job security maybe? I don't know, maybe that's the other thing. Like, if you want all those things, then you probably shouldn't be doing this right now. Go find one of those jobs. There's a lot of them out there. I was just talking with my mom today, who's a factory worker. She's been a factory worker her whole life, but like the factory she's working at is hiring, and one of my friends is looking for a new job, and he's got a felony on his record, so he didn't qualify for Uber and Lyft, but this place will take him with the felony he's got. It's a minor felony. I mean, not all felonies, like a felony is a felony, you can't call it minor, but it's something where it's not an issue for him to work in a factory, and the factory pays $23 an hour to start with. He'll be at $26 an hour within 2 years, and then full benefits, everything you can think of, vacation time, sick time, paid leave, all that good stuff that comes with being a regular employee. But he's gonna have to work, his 8 hours a week, and they do a lot of overtime there, so he gets time and a half on the overtime, and it's a good, solid job for someone without an education like him. And someone like my mom without an education. It's a good, solid job. Take home a good amount of money, 50, 60, maybe $70,000 a year, depending on how much overtime you're putting in. And that's great if you didn't get a high school, if you didn't get a college education. It's a good job for that, and there's those jobs out there is what I'm trying to say. So if those are the things you're looking for, why are you doing this? Why this? And so I don't understand. I think a lot of people that want employee status don't understand the things that come with it, or they don't understand this job well enough to know this isn't the job for them if they want those things. That's the only thing I can think of. I really, truly, I don't understand it, guys. So that's why the title is why. Why? I truly am asking why, if you were doing this job, do you want to be under employee status? Do you not understand what comes with it? Do you not actually think those things come with it? You just think people are trying to scare you? Or is this not actually the job for you and you were too lazy to go find something else? Or for some reason you didn't qualify for anything else? Maybe your state doesn't have things like what I was just talking about, but I mean, we're talking that's Rockford and Belvedere, which are pretty low income areas, and they have jobs like that out there. I don't know. If you're in the Rockford area and you want to know what that job is that I'm talking about, I'm not going to blast it on here because I don't want my friend to have a less of a shot at getting the job. But they're hiring, and they've been hiring like crazy over there at this Rockford job. So if you're in the area and you want to know what that job is, where you're getting $23 an hour, get at me. I will fill you in on it. I don't got a problem giving a few people the information because, hey, if this isn't the job for you, it's not the job for you. It is what it is. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Comment in the give me some comments in the section below. Apparently I can't speak right now. Give me some comments. Let me know what I'm missing. Maybe I'm just missing something there. I don't know. But thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching.